And welcome back, one and all, to Jujutsu Kaisen, The Reckoning. How is everyone doing?
Doing pretty good. Pretty good.
That is indeed good. So, does anyone remember what happened last time?
We all prepared. We
got prepared to fight death and her four goons.
We also returned the head of Satoru
All
Gojo
three.
to Tengen.
That you did.
Yeah, we did do that.
So, yes,
And
a challenge has been made between all of you and none other than Death herself, Shinigami. Effectively, the next day, at a particular skyscraper in New Shibuya, the four of you versus four challengers, let's say. Winner take all. In light of this, you went to Tengen, asked for some cursed tools, and after being showed a nuclear warhead, because fucking I don't know, why does Tengen have one of those?
oh, fuck.
This isn't very helpful.
Jesus Christ.
Suffice to say, he took you to a small room containing cursed tools and allowed each of you to take a cursed tool to potentially aid you in the battle to come. With Uwe taking up a spear by the name of Gaibal, and Shiki taking up some of, Buddha's prayer beads. Getting accustomed to the techniques within. The night was, bit of tension in the air, but you got through it. And thus, we find ourselves at the Day of Reckoning. With lines of zombies practically guiding you through the city to New Shibuya to a particular skyscraper high up above.
Of course we're fighting on top of a very high building. Why wouldn't we be?
I don't know, it's almost as though you're fighting a cinephile and there's a good chunk of movies that take place at high noon or on top of buildings.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the joke.
Nice to say. With the elevator unlocked, and all of you stepping in, you rise to the top. And thus, I bring you to the area of reckoning.
This is way too for a 4-on-4.
As all of you step out of the elevator, it's faint at first, but you hear music. And it starts to play right as all of you get out, as though this was timed.
He's playing us intro music. Is this WWE?
Nope, it's reality free music I found, suffice to say. Oh, by the way, this is your music.
No, it's UFC. And also, I think they're playing that for us.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
Huh.
watch WWE recently,
I mean-
so...
Wait, you guys don't watch New Japan?
What? Not really. I've kind of been off of television.
Well, that's fair enough. It's local Japanese wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good stuff.
Also, I can't control my token.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Oh, I
Where
just
is-
recommend that to her.
There you go.
Also can't control my token either.
Oh,
There
yeah,
you go.
yeah, I got you. Yeah, just, there you go. Both of you should be able to
Thank
control.
you.
No. As all of you notice that there's a bit of a boombox that's right on top of here.
Oh.
And right as you enter into the, what is to be the arena, it stops. And then on a speaker. And behold, one and all, our challengers for today. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, standing at, how tall are you, Shiki?
1 second. Let me pull my sheet back up. It is Shiki is 9'4".
Standing
How
at
does she know
9
that?
foot tall. Well, she's seen you. She has a rough guesstimate. Standing at 9 foot plus. The most homeless of bums you'll ever meet. Accompanied by a
That's
dapper
fucking
individual
homeless.
with the egg that is dead. The egg that I don't know what it does, as I haven't seen it that much. A cat girl with, I don't know, probably, daddy issues, I don't know. And
She's got flea.
and the Wuji who could. Behold, everyone, the sorcerers of Jujutsu High. And over the speaker, you all start to hear just a crowd start to roar. Like, you know, they're going wild.
She's really pulling on all stops for this.
At which point, the music starts to dim. But ladies and gentlemen, who is it that is their challenger? Well, standing at 5'6", accompanied by 3 of the most downright bastard bastards in all of the underworld. It is your girl, the one you all love, the one you will love regardless, because I will be coming for all you eventually. Raise me up, please, Johnny boy! It is a Shinigami! At which point, it starts to play a different tune. 1 moment, please.
Ooh.
And I need the two of you to do me perception checks, please.
I just imagine she's like got some rope just like wrapped around her waist as there's like a zombie pulling her up with a fucking pulley system.
All of you suddenly start to hear
What?
you start to hear thuds, heavy thuds, as the building itself starts to shake. And just for a moment, it seems like the building's starting to sway a bit, as though a great weight were pulling it. 1 moment while I get your enemy tokens on the field.
Oh boy. Oh, he's not actually that big, right?
He is.
Oh.
As climbing up the side, all of you watch as a ginormous hand grasps hold of the edge, and with the other, raises on high. There were 2 individuals, and another one flying just above them. And they place them down on the helipad symbol right there. First and foremost,
This through.
and
You know that's one of the opponents.
you see a particularly pale-skinned goth lady, and she is wearing a long leather jacket. She's wearing a wide-brimmed black hat with a sort of bead or rope around it. And around her waist is it's a very large, outrageously big belt. Beside her appears to be a humanoid that stands about 8 foot. They appear to be just made of raw muscle, but the weird thing is that their head is that of a blackbird, and one of their arms is a spiked club.
Oh god. Fucking just pull up the fucking crow mauler.
Wow.
And last but not least, flying above them is a horrific sight. They're very small, dare I say, infant-sized,
No. Okay. I know.
with
that is-
angelic wings sprout from their back, All the while, their head is a weird mishmash of infant and machinery.
Yeah, definitely inspired by Fear and Hunger today, it seems.
Yeah. Oh, hey, we got the cursed fetus and the cursed embryo.
Yep. Hey, you guys remember that, how you guys found her in the maternity ward?
Yeah.
Well, they were going away, so she made use of one.
You're a bad person.
Ah, please.
I put a hand on Shiki. She's not a person.
This is pretty fucked up.
That's a good point.
Oh, you don't
You're just
say.
now realizing that.
Hey, I got here yesterday. What's your excuse?
I've been on that since I saw her in the maternity ward.
When was that?
Like, how long
Yesterday,
ago was that?
Yesterday, actually.
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
And like Fleur's just like Fleur's in her magical girl form at this point. She's she's looking. She's just looking. She's not saying much. She's just walking in.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
So you brought your 4. Good on you. Nice to see you didn't break the pact. But I also brought my 4.
I only see 3.
And
She
then
means we have to fight that thing. Points to the fucking colossal being.
Yeah, I'm just gonna raise it up
Oh.
a little more.
You shrink the token so we can actually see it.
Oh yeah, sure. Give me a sec.
There we go, yeah. Isn't that the flesh monster from the forest?
No.
Is that a no, so you don't want to get copyright stricken, or no because...
That's not what it is.
No. Okay.
That's a flesh mob from Helldivers.
Yeah.
Ah, I knew it looked familiar.
But don't worry, now you're dealing with the flesh mob kaiju.
Great.
Be able to punch a giant.
I can try.
Okay.
So, boys. And lady. How we gonna do this?
I don't know. You want to do cage match or something? Or
Nah.
tag team?
Are we doing this are we doing it 1v1s? Are we doing this all v all?
Should we have to do this 1v1s? Whispers to his team.
To be honest.
Hang on. One moment, please, group huddle. Alright, come on.
Yeah. Hold
Maybe-
on.
Yeah, maybe we just don't. Yeah, just maybe just don't touch anyone.
I won't. I'm just like
Yeah,
I'm just like sitting in the back.
I like air hover my arms.
You
I'm too
don't
big
even
to
have
touch.
it anymore. Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I'm too big to
I'm
touch
just like
them anyways.
I'm just like in the doorway. I'm just like in the doorway, like as
Yep.
they're speaking.
Shinigami's going, oh no, please, take your time.
Yeah, we will. Anyways.
Supposed to is high noon.
So, yeah, we're gonna have to do 1v1s, right?
I don't know. I mean, we could. I mean, it would make this much simpler, but, who's gonna take care of, that thing?
That one.
Usually says, just looking up at the kaiju that just raises a hand and waves.
I mean, we could probably do tag team 1v1s, right? Like,
Tag in, tag out. You
yeah,
think?
tag in, tag out.
I mean, that's not gonna work. Considering I can't really touch you guys.
Well, I mean,
Is
it
that-
could be
is that how that
symbolic
works in
tagging
wrestling?
if doesn't have to be actual tagging.
I don't know. We'll have to define it in the rules. Because it might be. I don't know how wrestling works. I don't watch the crap.
Oh, fuck you, Fleur.
I mean, I'm sure we can
Okay.
probably strategize something if it's all of us together, but
Aye, we. And Monsieur Shiki.
mainly just
Maybe
that
save
thing.
it for afterwards.
You wish. Anyways. So. What are we doing?
Okay.
I mean, we could do
So-
all the all.
I mean, we could.
Meanwhile, Shinya is just standing there going, I'm being polite. I'm being very polite to let this conversation happen. I hate all of you.
They hate all of you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Which one of you can
I mean-
hold off that guy, though?
I think I can.
Right.
Yeah. But, well, while I'm holding that one off, that leaves you three to take on those three. So, who wants to take what?
So,
Oh.
I guess I'm taking the bird.
I'll be taking. I'll be on Goth Lady.
So, I have to take
Sorry.
one of the fetus.
You do.
Can one of us do it?
No.
I mean, if you want to take on
You-
that, look, I just
I
met you,
mean-
Fleur, but maybe we leave the big boys to the big boys.
Fleur, I'm not going to let you kill yourself.
I'm not going to kill
Yeah, we're not
myself.
gonna let you kill yourself. You're going to die. Horribly.
That's
That thing is going to swat you out of the sky,
Leave.
like a fucking gnat.
Alrighty, but then what about the crow man?
No, I kind of just want to fight him, and I don't want to fight the fetus.
Well, I don't want to fight the fetus either.
Look, I can
Well, I mean,
fight
you
the fetus
kind of
if it's
chose
still-
last, so like you're
Look, I
delegating.
can fight the
Because
fetus
I-
if it's if I can distract her long enough. I can fight the fetus myself, but I don't think that we have time to be picky about what we're doing.
I mean, just shoot it with a fucking laser beam. You don't have to touch it.
You have a laser beam?
I thought you did. Isn't that like your
But
whole
you shot
thing?
cats.
Yeah, you shoot like lasers, right? You fly
I-
and shoot lasers.
I shoot the spirits of cats that explode.
So shoot a fucking cat at it. Don't touch it if you don't want to.
Ugh, fine, fine.
Okay. So
All
it sounds
right.
like we're doing
Yeah.
sounds like we're doing all versus all.
I mean, all 1v1s individually, and then I guess whoever's left keeps fighting.
Yeah. Yes.
Try not to die too quickly, Uwe.
Yeah. No kidding.
Alrighty.
You see that he's
All right. Yeah.
So,
We've decided.
present your terms.
sounds like all of us versus each other.
Oh, so how we're doing it?
Individual 1v1.
Individual.
Individual 1v1s.
Oh, all the same
Consecutively.
consecutive
Yes.
all
Yeah.
v all. Okay, I can agree to that terms. One moment, please. She proceeds to take off her hat, and then she takes off her jacket. And you know that her arms are looking a little beefy there. As she starts to
Oh, yeah.
she starts to limber up a bit.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, by the way, no ganking. No ganking.
Okay, define ganking.
If you kill your opponent, you can't go start another fight unless they're alone and not fighting.
Ah, so no interfering. Got it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not a good rule.
I mean, I like it. Sounds good to me.
I mean, it's better for us because then she can't.
Then you
kill
can't help
you.
us.
Yeah, but she can't kill you and then just kill the rest of us. You haven't seen how fast she is. She's pretty fucking fast. And I have a heavenly restriction.
Good point.
Yeah.
Either that or it's teleportation, and really either is a pain in the ass.
Okay, I'm good to go. And she turns to her companions. Alrighty, boys, you ready to go? The murder curse just gives a ah! As it raises its spike club. The baby goes, kill me.
Hi. I like give an air pat on Fleur's back. I don't actually touch her, but like, you know,
You don't have the disease. You know that, right? You made the
I
save.
do have the disease.
No,
you
you
made
don't.
the save last time.
Dude, you made the save
I
last
don't.
time. No, you made the save, dude.
Oh, it's still
I'm
on my
the one who
thing.
still has it.
Oh, dude, get rid of it then.
My bad. All right, I pat Fleur on the back. You got that. You got this.
That's it. Under one condition, Shiki. At which point, her wings lift off the ground a bit, and she grabs by the scruff of the neck, and she looks in the eye. You, me, hotel. After this, you are making it up to me one way or another, big boy.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about this.
Yeah.
Shiki will then walk away. Very
You know that-
confused.
For all intents and purposes, it could just mean you're treating me to a shopping trip.
That's fair.
Because in fairness, Mama, kill me. Yeah, me.
I'm gonna just like
what is
point
it?
at the crow and say, and just
What is
gesture
it?
for him to approach.
What does that mean? What do you mean by this?
I don't like this, but okay. As people start to get into position, the crow jumps up and does a somersault and lands on this exhaust. Because I think that's exhaust.
She,
I don't
like,
know. Some weird.
Puts one
I
of
think that's like for the aircon.
it's an industrial fan.
Industrial fan, yeah.
Shiki puts one of his legs on the fan. Just waiting for the fight to start.
As Yuji is going to jump to the corner here, and he goes, "Hey, big guy. So I guess we're going to be scrapping." And the kaiju just like nods at him. Okay then.
Good luck, kid.
Cracks knuckles. I'm gonna do this one for Gojo Sensei.
I'm taking a couple of slow steps towards the center.
Shinigami steps forward. So I guess that leaves you and me to tango.
Yeah.
Well, fine by me, Mr. Dapper. But
try to make it interesting.
I'm just going to put this here. You can bow out at this point if you want to. No one's going to fault you if you run away.
Zai just twitches.
High noon is
You
in
think
1
that?
minute.
I just called you a bitch.
Yeah, high noon's in 1 minute. You can bow out now if you want. If not, I'm only going to ask you this once. What do you want me to tell your family?
I want you to stay as far away as them from, like, as far away as you can.
See, I don't think I'm going to do that. See, after I wipe the floor with you and I'll kill the rest of you with my little friends here, I think I'm going to wear your corpse like a goddamn skin suit. And I'm going to make your family's life a living hell.
Sure. Yeah, whatever you wish.
You're no fun.
Smoke's just gonna start like secreting out of my back. The the Umbro is gonna come out, and start like spinning around me
Mm-hmm.
faster than usual.
Mm-hmm. As her hand starts to alight with dark purple energy, that of the Curse of Death. Alrighty, 30 seconds. If there's anything you guys want to do before this begins, now's the time.
Can I ready an action?
You can ready an action. Everyone gets a.
Okay.
Everyone gets a. You can do a thing. It's just that if you immediately start attacking, then well, fight's on.
Well, they said at noon they'd be breaking the pact, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It would. It would indeed.
I'm gonna expertise curse as the Crow Mauler.
Oh, okay.
26.
Oh
26.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, you might want to do that, champs.
Yeah, I can do that, can't I?
Yeah. Alrighty. So for the most part, the way this is going to go down, effectively, I'm going to be a rolling initiative mostly for you two and the enemies you're fighting. At the end of the round, I'll be. I'm just going to roll.
Fleur and Yuji.
Fleur and Yuji, I'm not really going to be rolling that much for, mostly because their battle is going to be taking place not here.
They're side characters.
In this circumstance, yeah, they really do be. Fleur is an aerial battle, and Yuji has a kaiju fight.
Yeah, I don't really think he can fight on the skyscraper.
I'm gonna be real. Yeah, you might have to worry about that skyscraper for very long. Okie dokie. So anyway, first things first, since you did roll first, I will do the murder curse. If I can get it. Sheet. Alright, so. You are in fact fighting the murder curse there, Shiki. Or at least it's a cursed corpse that has been infused with the spirit of murder. So, what you are able to observe about this thing is, very built physique, so probably very strong and fast. Probably very durable. As for weapons, it has that spiked club on its arm, and it also has its beak. Chances are those are its main ways of attacking. Now, as for you, Uwe, you have done assessment and you have well informed, so make a investigation.
That goes insight.
Why does this music feel so familiar?
Because I've been using it for the last 3 sessions.
No, it's because I usually have the music like off or down. It sounds like Frostpunk.
Why is it 4 on the dot? Whatever.
Dude, that's still a 24.
Yeah, I don't care though. It's a 4 on the die. It's so evil.
Okay, let's see. And I have to make a deception check with Shinigami.
Oh, it's a 1 on the die.
Alright, well, fair enough. Alrighty, so, Alright, I tell you the, defense bonuses relative to yours. High, low, or equal. With each additional degree success, you learn one of the target's bonuses exactly. So you have... 1... Yeah, let's go to 1... Alright, you get to learn two bonuses exactly.
2 bonuses?
2 for defenses.
Oh, okay. Fuck, it's cold in my fucking room. I'm shaking. Fuck.
Well, to be more... Okay, so it's, you can learn 2 exactly of her defenses or the 2 hit for one of her attacks.
Okay. What's her 2 hit?
Are you talking in general for unarmed or her actual, curse technique?
Actual curse technique.
It is a 16 to hit.
Okay, alright.
That's one. You get one more.
And what is her dodge?
Her dodge is 20.
Okay.
Apart
I
from
can work
that,
with this.
her parry is higher than yours. Her will is higher than yours, and her toughness is lower.
Okay, I can work with this.
Okie dokie. And you start to size her up, and you get the sense that she's a very nimble type fighter.
Yeah.
Probably very hard to hit. That being said, probably not as tough.
Okay. I got something for people like you. He's
And
gonna
as
tighten
such,
his grip around his staff.
you mean the spear?
The spear? My fault. But same difference. Just one's a pointy end.
Yep. Is at this point, I'd like for the both of you to roll me some initione.
I got you. $23. That's good.
That it is.
Momentito, por favor.
That piece of shit's trying to copy me.
I'm gonna luck that.
Oh, you're gonna like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
The murderer has higher dex than me? No, impossible.
Alright, 30.
It just means that he probably took a rank or two of improved initiative.
How dare he?
Alrighty. And then I will just, in no particular order.
Yeah.
I'm not rolling initiative for that lot. They go at the end.
They go and they go.
True.
Yep. And now
Now
it's
my fucking blanket. I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
time to
Bacon.
swap out the music for something a little more combat oriented.
Let's get some of the cool music.
I set up my
going.
own fight music. I've got Engage the Enemy from Xenoblade playing.
I'm just doing Sukuna Sweet.
Cool.
Let me actually turn that down a little.
I mostly need to play something for, the vid. So,
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Xenoblade's copywritten, so
Yeah, it is.
yeah. Which is a shame, because it's really good music.
It
I'm gonna
is.
set it on loop.
Oh yeah, we'll go with this. Okay, cool.
What's with the resurgence of vinyl records?
Oh, they're just cool to have.
Yeah, it's like a nice little retro thing. It's like why people get like the old NES stuff.
Yeah. I mean, like, Frostpunk has it on vinyl. Apparently, Expedition 33 has a vinyl for their soundtrack.
Anyway, the final battle has begun. Shiki, you're up first. What you doing, buddy?
Yep. I will make my first move, walking up, and go for a punch.
Okie dokie.
Yikes. We're gonna luck once more.
Okie dokie. Just, remember to keep track of your luck points.
I got it. Also, I forgot to put...
Can't I? Yeah, the fucking font's all fucked up, bro. It's like white and you can't even read it.
Do you have dot mode on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would do it.
Alright, okay, yeah. We'll do that. So, I'm changing... Alright, 22 with 25 damage.
22.
Oh, wait, sorry. It's 20 with 29 damage. My bad.
20, okay. So we add a 10 to that because you used the luck. So that's actually a 30, which means you add another 5 on that because of your multi-attack.
Alright.
So what was the base DC?
It was 29.
29, so that's a 34 he needs to be.
Yes. That is a critical failure.
Luck point.
That is close to a critical failure.
That is still a failure.
It is, but it's only 1 degree. Actually, wait, no,
I'm also going to
wait, no, that's
20. That's 2. Yeah.
That's 2 degrees, yeah.
I'm also gonna grapple him. So he has to roll a 27 strength check.
Strength or dodge?
Yeah, strength or dodge.
Nope.
Nope, yep, he is grappled.
Nope.
Okay, and that's 2 degrees, so that guy is, fuck. One moment, please.
I'm gonna fucking Hulk V Loki this motherfucker.
It just lasts like 2 seconds. You kill him instantly.
I need to check something.
He's
here.
helpless. He's hopeless. I extra effort and snap his neck.
One moment, please. Okay, he is defenseless, immobile, and impaired.
What does defenseless do again?
It means it's a DC 10 to hit him.
Oh, sick.
Immobile, he can't move, and impaired, he takes a -2 on skill checks.
Sick.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah. No, I'll end my turn.
Okay, cool. It's now the murder curses go. It's grappled.
Yeah.
It only has one thing it can really do.
I've just got him in one hand.
Yep. He is going to maul you.
Yeah.
What is your DC? Your parry. Okay. Oh no. All right, so I need you to make me a toughness check, please. Cool.
31.
And now I need you to make for me a fortitude save.
17.
Okie dokie. And that is going to be a DC 25. Okie dokie. So that is going to be 2 degrees. You are now disabled and defenseless. As he takes a spiked club and he slams it into your chest. As you feel, unnaturally, by a curse technique, your ribs shatter.
What does disabled do?
You take a -5 to skills and to hit.
Oh, and to hit? Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, and a little thing. This affliction can only be undone by a heal.
So that doesn't include the regeneration?
No, the regeneration does. That's what I'm getting at. Like you'd have to use the regen to heal that, because right now you are having trouble breathing as you cough up blood, just trying to. You still have a hold on this thing, but it just whacked its club into your side, and you're just.
I didn't take any damage though, right?
You managed to you're toughing it out like a champ, but your ribs are shattered.
Okay.
And it's dazed, so that's all it can really do.
Alright.
Alright, Uwe, sure go.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna do well-informed and assessment again. But this time,
You've already done that, dude. That's
a free action. Like every-
okay. Dude, you're gonna have as much out of that as you're gonna get.
Okay, alright.
Yeah. Like you literally, I've told you everything I can about that.
Okay. I was gonna try and learn stuff about the other enemies. But yeah,
Oh, wait. Hey, you want to learn stuff about the other enemies?
yeah,
Oh, okay. In that case, yeah, sure. Select one enemy that you would like to do this on.
murder.
Oh, okay. The Moida. Go ahead.
Moida. Yeah. 32.
Okay, cool. I have to make a deception. Okie dokie. So you get to learn one of its things exactly.
Alright.
So
what's its toughness?
its toughness is at base it's 15. Right now it is not that because he's taken 2 injuries.
Okay.
As for everything else, dodge and parry are less than yours. Toughness is about on par. Fortitude is higher. Will is much lower.
Okay. I'm gonna rush up here with the spear in hand. I'm going to come in with a low sweep and try and feint it.
Alright, so you go for a feint?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Make me that feint.
Acrobatics. 39.
Okie dokie. So for a feint... Wait, why is it acrobatics that you're doing?
It's one of my my abilities, or my advantages.
Which one?
Let me get it real fast. Agile feint. Feint
yeah.
using acrobatics.
Okay, yeah,
acrobatics skill or movement speed.
Okay, so I pose this with either deception or insight.
Yep.
Alrighty, Shinigami, where are you? There you are. Okay, deception or insight. I'm gonna go for deception. Oh my gods.
Wow. Wow, you really talking all that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was actually scared before, but seeing you now, it's just kind of pathetic.
As you come in low the spear and she rushes you, thinking that you're gonna go low, and then you reverse it as you go for not low. Okie dokie. So in accordance with the feint, she is going to be vulnerable against your next attack, which means that the DC to hit her is, well, it's not a 30.
Okay.
It's now a 20.
Oh, okay. That's
Specifically against your next attack. Well, actually, until the
better.
end of your next round.
all right. All right.
So, anything else you'd like to do?
Fuck. Fight.
Wait.
Shit.
Wait, so she has a 20 in parry?
Presumably.
Fuck.
You got this, bro.
Just trying to pick from what I should do. Should I, I kind of want to fucking extra effort, but it's like,
Remember,
I mean,
yeah,
all it's gonna do is half your movement speed for the first one.
yeah, but the thing is, I kind of need the space between us.
yeah, unless, of course, you hero point, in which case you ignore the downsides.
True.
Yeah.
But, do you want to spend your hero point on that?
You have a good point.
Now, granted, you do have immortality right now, but that's 4 minutes.
Anything could happen in 4 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Unless, of course, you're confident that the people around you can, wait out that time and draw out their battles.
Then I will extra effort,
Okie dokie.
and I will
Go to
spend a hero point to make sure that I do not get fatigued.
Awesome.
Okay. That goes from 3 to 2. Oh, that went down far too much. Not -2.
I did specify that the enemy had to be dead for an intervention to be acceptable.
Yep, that you did.
So crippling your opponent would be possible.
Okay. Alright.
Though
Divulge!
I don't think Fleur would have picked up on that.
Oh, hey.
Eugene. Gonna be fighting for a while anyways.
Well, that hits.
I go for a thrust straight into her. Her shoulder.
Yep. Alrighty, I'm just checking her things. Yep. Okie dokie. Could you roll me a D100 real quick?
D100.
Yeah. And you're gonna want it high.
99.
Fuck. Okay. Just seeing if I have anything. Can't use that. Can't use
I'm 5
that.
feet away from you, by the way. This is with reach.
Yeah, no, it's not that. It's something else. Okay. Well, fuck. Yeah, that's a cursed tool. So yeah, no shit. That
Nope.
I'm going to luck point that.
Nope.
Add 10 to that, so that is 1 degree of failure.
Still no. Yeah.
Yep.
It's not as bad as it could have been.
True.
Yep. As you go to impale her with a spear after the feint, she realizes what you're doing at the last second, and she just ever so nimbly turns the body just side on enough to avoid getting impaled with this thing. But the edge of the blade does manage to slice at her torso, enough to draw a little
to
wince out
damage
of
your
her.
arms. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm aiming to damage your arms, though.
Alright, cool. So in that case, you managed to graze her arm.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and that is going to be your turn.
I was gonna move back some.
Okay.
Yeah, fair.
So I can move 25 or 15 feet back.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okie dokie.
I'll jump back.
Yep. You
Cursed
jump back.
corpses can be damaged by physical energy, can't they?
Yes.
The physical form, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. As you jump back, Shinigami's already dashing towards you. And,
Is that a... Wait, no, attacks of opportunity don't exist, do they? Fuck.
no, they don't! Not unless you buy them.
Fuck.
Yeah.
She's going to go for a... Yeah, here's what's going to happen. She's going to go for a grapple. Does a 27 get you?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Toughness, please. Followed by a strength for dodge.
Alright. $26.
Okay, you're fine. And now for the strength for dodge. Whichever is the higher that you want to roll.
25. Natural.
Alright, she tries to grapple you and she fails.
I kick her away.
Yep.
It's
She
like,
goes
"Nah."
she goes for an armbar and manages to get you around the neck, at which point her other hand comes up to try and grab you by the scruff. Well, she tries to grab your tie. Unfortunately, the tie is not in fact a real tie. It is one of those like elastic ties, and she pulls it and it snaps.
Nuh-uh.
Fucking up his drip already? Crazy.
Yeah, no, that's about where she's gonna end that. I'm gonna save my, gonna save the rest of my things. And now we get to the NPCs. Fleur and the cursed fetus go flying through the air, and they're not on the map anymore.
Oh shit.
Let's just hope she doesn't fall.
As in the vague distance within the first, this is 6 seconds, by the way.
Oh, well.
Yeah, as the two of them are speeding off in the distance, you can just hear explosions off in the air, followed by a screeching baby going, "Kill me! Kill me! Kill me!" Well,
Yeah, I'm probably gonna look for something nice.
As wisps of air turn to blades and try to slice at Fleur in the air. Suffice to say, it's a battle of get away from me, get away from me, get away from me. Let me get close, I want you to kill me!
Yeah, no, that's definitely the fight.
It's just a disturbed battle of no.
Yeah,
I want none of this.
I don't want to be here.
Meanwhile, the Itadori Kaiju battle begins explosively as Yuji blasts off the building, knocks into this thing's face, and all of you hear a loud thud as it gets knocked off the building and slams several stories below into the ground. There's a tremor that goes through the skyscraper. I need everyone to make me a dodge save, please.
Dodge save?
A
Gotcha.
dodge save?
Is this also including her?
Yes, this is to avoid falling off, and the DC for this is going to be a 20.
Ah.
Oh. Wait, falling off the building? Or falling down?
Okay, so the kaiju fell off the building because Yuji blasted it off. There's a tremor through the building because that bigger thing just went thud at the base of it. The thing's shaking. This is to avoid falling over.
Oh. Prone.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, okay, I get it now.
So Shinigami is fine. She's got a fairly sturdy stance. Both of you, however, are now prone.
My legs are slightly shaking. And
And then fuck it. And he's still grappled, I'm pretty sure, right? So he just falls with me.
Yes. In accordance to this, both of you are hindered while you are prone, which is to say, well, you're in your asses.
Yeah.
good thing
So
I'm
long
the
as
first.
you are prone, you take a -5 to make close combat attacks. Attackers attacking you get a +5 to their close combat, but a -5 to ranged attacks because you're prone. It is a move action to stand up unless you have instant up.
I think I do.
Let me check something like that.
Well, Shiki, it's your go.
1 second. Yep, instant up. I'm up.
Okie dokie. You are up. The crow, the murder curse
Actually,
is
I have a question.
yo.
This could be considered an area effect.
Technically, yeah.
Oh. Would this affect it at all? Evasion?
It would. Thing is that it's a DC 20 and you rolled a 10.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if it was a 15, then yeah, you'd still be standing.
Okay.
Can I rip him in half?
You can attempt to.
I'm gonna try to do that.
As you grasp the crow model you grasp the murder curse with 2 hands and attempt to tear it limb from limb.
30.
Okay, that's not how that works. So it's the DC is 10 plus your strength.
Oh, okay. I would have assumed it's roll strength like it was to rip the lamppost out of the ground.
Regardless, it's still an 18 on the die.
You're injuring a thing, so therefore, that's not really how that works.
Can I still use the dice roll?
I'm just going to check grab real quickly, cause... Okay,
I mean, he's already grabbed.
As a standard action, you can inflict strength damage to a grab target on subsequent turns after the grab is established. Which is to say, it's a DC of 10 plus strength.
Okay.
So what's your strength?
12.
Well, okie dokie. In that case, the murder curse is in fact going to set a DC of 22. Yeah, you try to pull the murder curse apart, but this thing locks in and just like tightens its internal muscles. And it's like trying to pull apart a steel beam. It's just not going.
I'm gonna extra effort and do it again.
Alright, are you spending a hero point to ignore the effects, or are you just taking it?
I can do that retroactively, right? Like at a later time?
No.
No? Alright, yeah, I'll do it.
Alrighty, spending a hero point, you ignore the effects of extra effort. And so you're doing it again?
Yep. Still just trying to rip him in half.
Okie dokie. He's fine.
This fucking bastard.
You keep trying to pull at this murder curse, and it's just not budging. The murder curse? Let's see. The murder curse is going to attempt to escape the grapple as a move action. So it has to make an...
He's still hindered, isn't he?
So he is going to get a -2 for this because he's impaired. That being
Wait, wouldn't
said,
he have had a -5? Or, well, I would have had a +5 damage because he was hindered.
no, that's not how hindered works. Hindered's a -1 speed.
Right. My bad. That's my bad. Yeah, I was thinking differently.
That being said, you are, well, disabled isn't really going to affect this, as it is his, whatchamacallit, athletics he needs to make. Where is Moida? There's Moida. So it's a DC of 22.
It's actually 27.
27. Well, P beats it.
Damn.
As
I can't
he's-
make him re-roll it, can I?
No.
No,
Damn.
not yet.
As he swings the club up and knocks it into your arm, freeing him, at which point he goes in and is going to go for the maul. Does that hit you?
I don't think it would, because I didn't make an attack, so all out wouldn't be in effect.
Alrighty, in that case, that's gonna miss. As it lashes forth with the club and tries to shatter you more. You, despite your injured state or the fact of it's hard to breathe, you dodge back out the way as it starts to just keep swinging and swinging and swinging, attempting to crush every bone you have. And that is where the Moida curse is going to be for this round. Alrighty, Uwe.
Shit. I'm gonna look up. Is her domain still up there?
Yeah.
That gives me an idea. I'm gonna put my hands together. I'm gonna do domain expansion
Oh.
Oh!
while I'm on the floor.
Alrighty, what's your domain called?
Get the name real fast. Self-sufficient simulacrum.
Oh. Please, describe for us how this appears.
So, as soon as I say this, the embryo I have, it starts growing. It starts growing and getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. All right, until it eventually swallows us both.
Oh.
And while we're inside, it's completely dark. Completely dark, except for a lone mirror and a couple of eyes, like just like off in the distance, like
One
little
moment,
beady
please.
eyes.
Sorry about that. Now, where were we?
Now you get
Yeah, so, as a standard action, you have invoked your domain, which means, Shinigami gains 2 hero points.
Yeah.
Because that's
would
how
this technically
domain...
be would
Sorry,
this
what?
technically be clashing with the other one? Or...
Yes, it would be. So both of these domains are now in direct opposition to one another.
So that means the technique, until this is down, is nullified, correct?
Not exactly. What that means is that both of your techniques are now auto hits. Which comes down to a very interesting conundrum. Because, Uwe, your cursed technique is the Embryo,
Yeah.
which currently has the Immortality.
Mhm.
Which means if you were to use it, it'd be an auto hit. However, doing so means that you don't have the Immortality anymore. That being said, Shinigami is also in an interesting position in that her auto hit technique is Resurrection, which she can't do because no one here is dead.
So basically, you just pulled yourselves into a different dimension that does nothing.
Yeah.
You've pretty much isolated yourselves.
Yeah.
So I'm just
I
going
mean-
to give me a sec. I'm just gonna
Keep balling, I guess.
Yeah. It's just a big Thunderdome.
This is not what I meant by
Thunderdome,
cage match.
I mean, it may as well be. This is a Hell in a Cell match at this point. I'm just going to put that there, as you are now in that domain.
Hey, Bird, can you speak English? Or Japanese, either or. Take that as a no.
Oh, though, as I am down here, I would like to extra effort.
Okay.
I won't spend a hero point on this.
Okay.
Oh? Which is fair.
I take it I get my movement back.
Do you have instant up?
No.
In that case, it's a move action to stand up.
Okay, then yeah, I'll move. Use my move,
Alright, you use your move to stand up.
and I'm going to all-out attack. What I'm about to do here.
Ooh. You
I take it that
stand up.
I take it that the thing or the feint is still in effect because it's not the end of my
Yes.
turn yet.
It's the end of your end of the next turn, so that would still be in effect.
Oh.
I'm going to a back flash this biatch.
Oh.
So I'm gonna slowly stand back up. I'm kind of gonna recede into the darkness of my domain, and I'm gonna come back out. Fist first. Right behind her.
Oh, that's diabolical.
That's cool. That's cool.
And it's a shame. Because I have to do something. As I'm going to spend one of those hero points I just got to instant counter. So the way this one works is that you could attempt to counter an effect used against you as a reaction. So the way this one works is that effectively she is going to attempt to counter this by her Death Touch. Which means I have to roll against your Black Flash, and I have to beat that. The main upside to this is that she is going to be down 1 hero point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Azua, you sink in the darkness and you gather cursed energy into your hand. You go to lash at her, and as you do so, at the last second, she flips around and she swipes her own hand towards your face. The hand encased in dark purple energy. The black flash misses, as you narrowly avoid the death touch. There you are.
Working up a sweat for a second there. Let's try that again. I'm going to recede back into the darkness.
Do you just extra effort?
No. This is just flavor.
Oh, fair enough. Very well. As such, it is now Shinigami's turn. So I've got to look at her ship. What can I do? Fuck, I can't do... oh, actually, I can do that. As Shinigami is going to take up a certain stance, as cursed energy starts to envelop her. Ue, you can attempt to do a expertise curses to figure out what she's doing.
Expertise curses? Could I possibly do an insight?
No.
Oh. 21. That's good. Question
That
mark?
looks like reverse curse technique.
Oh, of course you can do that.
As you note that that cut on her arm is starting to heal up real good.
Not cool. Not cool at all. Really not cool.
And that's her turn, because it's a standard action to do that. Meanwhile, back in the NPC ring, Fleur and the fetus are doing a bit of a dance in the air, in the form of a dogfight. As Fleur is constantly blasting cats at this thing, and it's constantly screaming at her to kill her. Before eventually, Shiki, you note that you can just kind of see it. The cursed fetus brings out a gun, and you start hearing...
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
She gave the kid a gun.
Wow.
She gave the fetus a gun.
Yeah.
It's not even a kid yet.
Well, they grow up so fast, don't you know?
I'm so proud. What?
And if Shiki, you listen very carefully, you can just you can note certain French swears.
I don't understand French.
Merde.
I understand that one.
Patate mud.
Okay, I know what those mean.
So that's what's going on over there. That's what's going on with the Yuji. You're hearing a lot of noise downstairs as the kaiju has gotten up and it's starting to smash at the ground. And just as quickly you hear... as something's going on.
Did its arm get chopped off?
Out of character?
Sure.
Yeah. Dismantles a hell of a drug.
Sure, it's winning.
And that's what's going on there. As top of the round, it is Shiki.
I wonder if this birdie can fly. Can I throw him? Or do I have to grab him first?
You have to grab him again, because he did free himself.
Alright, I'll punch him.
Okie dokie.
You could just golf it, you know?
Could I golf it?
Yeah,
you
punch
like-
really, really hard.
Yeah. You have knockback. Would you like to just, knock him back?
I'm gonna fucking knock him back.
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay. I'll just hit him normally.
Oh, sorry, that's 20. I forgot to put it on, but I was gonna all-out attack.
Okay. I need you to actually put it on before you roll from this point forward. Otherwise, I'm going to take whatever you roll.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right, so a 20 does in fact hit the murder curse.
I mean, his dodge isn't high, so I mean,
He is going to attempt to tough that out.
so
Sure, it probably still would have hit, but that's not the point.
Oh yeah, it still would have hit. That being said, he does tough it out. That being said, as you see, to pummel him, and then you wind back your fist and you give a good old gut check. As your fist goes through the spine of the thing, and electricity starts to envelop your fist as the murder curse then bounces and is blasted off the top of the building.
I wonder if he'll die from the fall.
Let's see.
At least a minute.
you remember a voice of a man telling you a certain thing. You have to kill them using cursed energy.
Well, I mean, it's a cursed corpse.
Yeah?
True.
He'll stop it. He'll stop fucking working.
True.
Will he?
He should. I mean, Panda didn't work when he got his shit rocked.
When he got his head cut off.
Okay.
Yeah,
So the Chromol took an injury from that.
he did kind of go
I keep calling it that. It's the murder curse. Yeah, so yeah, the murder curse took an injury from that. Anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
Nope, that's my turn.
Cool. So the murder curse, after getting knocked off the skyscraper, is slammed into a building. It's starting to bleed. Iker. It's starting to bleed, Iker, left, right, and center, as its arm that's not its molding arm is broken. It shrugs, and then it's going to look at the distance between the skyscraper and it. And it is going to start to run. Let's see.
God, how funny would it be if it just doesn't have enough movement speed to get back?
It has enough movement speed to get back to the skyscraper. The problem is that it has to take the elevator.
It's on the first floor.
It has to get up to the skyscraper.
Yep. So, you could just vaguely hear as the elevator starts to go down, Shiki.
Why would he use the elevator? I say that in character, by the way.
Out of character, it's because he had to use all his movement just to get there.
That's fair, I guess. This is gonna be like a 10-minute ride, though.
More of a about 1 minute.
Yeah, it's like 10 turns.
Yep. Anyway, wait, it's your go.
So, for all intents and purposes, I'm right here when this happens.
Yep.
It's gonna start with a gleam from the shadow, and suddenly,
Now bear in mind, your feint is worn off at this point. In case that was going to affect your plan.
okay, all right. Well, in that case, well, I'll do this on the roundabout.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and feint her again.
Oh, okay.
So this one is with, quote unquote, cursed embryo, which is just my fist. Excuse me. That's
Okay. Well, it's athletics. All right. She has to use deception to counteract that. As yes, she is distracted.
and
How's it
I'm
happen?
going to. It's basically just tap her shoulder. All right, tap her shoulder, run around, right, and hero point, hero point, doing extra effort, and I am going to thing from before. There's a gleam from the shadow, and suddenly, I'd like to hero point that.
Yeah, you might want it. You might want it, champ.
Yeah, I'm gonna hero point that one. I practice all day and night to do this. Come on. There we go.
Okay, well, alrighty, so. Uwe,
Yeah.
with the Gaibog in hand, you put it in the crook of your foot, lining it up with Shinigami distracted. You then proceed to kick it at her. The spear sails through the air, and because I have one hero point left, I'm sorry, I have to do this again. I'm gonna try and counter. Because in fairness, this is the Gaibog. That's
Yes.
that's a pretty. If this hits,
It's pretty evil, right?
Problematic
It's pretty
situation.
evil, right?
yeah. Alrighty, so it is a 17. So here's what I'll say. Okay.
It's also a crit.
Yeah, it's a crit if this fails. As she's going to try and swipe the spear out of the air to counter. So it's going to be an unarmed.
Tragic.
The fuck?
So, here's what I will say. I'm going to say that this is still going to hit. It's just not going to be a crit.
Okay.
As you kick the Gaibulge through the air, she turns at the last second, sensing the cursed energy sailing towards her, and her hand reaches out instinctively to grab it. And she thinks she gets it right as the spear slips through her grasp enough to impale her in the chest. And as
Just
she
imagine
does,
this impales her entire arm.
oh, so you are aiming for the arm?
Yeah, palm first to go through the arm, all the way up the shoulder.
As it impales through her arm, the spear end sticks out the upper end, which would explain why it's not crit. It's because the thorns aren't going. The thorns come from the tip, and since it's not in her body, it's not going into the body. So yeah, that's that.
That
Would it,
arm's
like,
literally
sprawl-
useless though.
Would
now.
it still like sprawl out from the rest of the arm? Question mark.
Not really. No, it vines are starting to spread out from the tip, but they're not crawling into the arm because it's not buried in the arm. Like it's come out the other end.
Okay. I kicked it up. It's like shit. Too much force. Fuck. Just like
Hey, I mean, you took out one of her arms.
still fails though.
That is going to be one degree. And I will put a complication on her, which is which arm would you like, the left or right?
Right. We go for dominant hands here.
Okie dokie.
This is where Jack pulls out that she's left-handed.
She's actually ambidextrous.
Fair
There
enough.
it is.
I'm gonna say if she tries to use that arm, it's gonna be a minor. She's disabled in that arm,
Mhm.
so it's still usable. It's just that she's gonna take penalties to use it.
I mean, she's flailing around a noodle.
As she lets
I
out
like
a pain scream. Oh, you little fucker! As she proceeds to
So what
rip
should I be
out-
saying to your family then?
as she proceeds to rip out the Gaibog from her arm.
That's not good.
I need that one. At which point she proceeds to reverse rip the spear. And she is going to rush towards you. And she's going to try and impale you with it. Alrighty, so she doesn't have a thing for spears, so it's just going to be a straight fighting check. What's your parry?
My parry? It's currently a 10.
Okay, so straight fighting. Up, should get you.
Whoops.
Alrighty, let's see. I need to have a look at your sheet because I need to remember what the Guyball does. It is... Alright, so it's going to be a DC of... Yeah, it says 13... DC 28.
4.
4?
Oh, toughness.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I thought you rolled a 4.
Might. It's a 21.
No, it's 21.
Alright, so that's going to be 2 degrees of failure. So you are now dazed and you take 2 injuries.
Fuck.
As with her left hand, she comes up and she manages to spear you through the thigh. She then rips it out and is going to kick you in the stomach as she begins to go, "That doesn't feel too good, does it?"
It's not done yet. I'm gonna recede back.
Well, in that case, that is going to be her turn.
Fuji fights Colossus. Floored fights Child.
I want to hear the. I want the descriptions. I want the off-screen scripts for these.
Okay.
Screen cuts away for a second.
So, with Fleur, it's not looking great, as Fleur keeps trying to hit the fetus with exploding kittens. It's just charging right through the explosions until it gets right up close to her, and it proceeds to take the gat, point it at her shoulder, and then fire point blank. She releases a howl of a pained scream as her wings start to falter and she starts to plummet. The cursed fetus proceeds to shoot more bullets at her, all the while she's diving down looking for cover. As just ever so nimbly, she regains flight and flies underneath cover of a nearby parking. Fuck, I forget what the thing is.
Parking lot?
Parking lot, yeah. I'm forgetting words. Yeah, she flies into the underground parking lot. Or at least under the cover of like a multi-story one. Wherein she's looking at her wounds going, put that in that. Thank you. Where's this little bugger? I need to abort it like its mother should have.
Maybe I should hurry up. Because I assume I'm watching this, right?
Not at this. You can if you want to.
I'm watching it while I wait for my opponent to return.
Fair enough, do it.
I want to remind you, you're also able to walk through. You're also able to walk through these domains since you don't have any cursed energy. Smiles.
Yeah, that worked out real good for what's his face, Toji.
Yeah.
What, getting out of the domain or going into it?
Getting in.
Yeah, it did go well for him.
Yeah, he beat up Dagon and killed it. And then he chased his son.
Yup.
And almost brutally murdered him.
Then Maki did the same thing. Almost.
Technically.
But yeah. That's me.
Okie dokie. Anyway, so that's what's going on with Fleur as the baby comes around behind her and just points the gun at the back of her head. And as for Yuji is doing pretty good, all things considered. You're just hearing shing, 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 as though the air has been cut by a lot of different blades. All the while, the kaiju seems to be thudding and doing different things. I'm not sure what's going on because it's on the other side and you're not really looking down there, cheeky.
How far is the parking lot?
About 500 feet away.
I can't jump that far.
No. So, overall, some people are having a better time than others. Cheeky, sure go.
I'm gonna use one of the prayer beads and then turn it off
All right.
to recover from this bullshit.
You heal 2 injuries.
I didn't have any injuries.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case,
I just wanted to heal the thing.
Yep, in that case, you feel as your ribs regrow. And you can finally
This thing's pretty cool.
breathe properly. However, Shiki, do me a perception.
36.
You hear a dun, 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 as though something far below just broke something. Did so not subtly and just suddenly jumps very high. As a certain someone jumps and busts through the roof of the elevator.
Why is the elevator over there? Oh, okay.
As landing down, it's your good old friend, the Murder Curse.
Oh, hey, welcome back. You want to go fly again? Is he shaking his head?
It's glaring at you.
Oh, come on. You didn't like flying.
So that was its move action. And you watch as its throat starts to undulate a bit. As though it's suddenly shifting and gaining something. As you note that its broken arm moves up. So too does its club. As it makes a hand sign. Domain expansion.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
Murder of birds. As Shiki, you're now locked in a domain expansion. As you find yourself on the top of a humongous tree in the midst of a bird's nest. There's various eggs around you that are hatched and crushed. Gain 2 hero points.
Yay.
As I'm just going to do that.
It's a very small domain.
Well, yeah, it's only you two in it.
True.
Anyway, so that's what the murder curse is going to do.
Oh, he's not going to explain it? Okay.
You
I
don't
guess he can't.
Well, it's not. You don't have to explain a domain expansion. You just do the domain expansion. The technique is what you explain.
Yeah, that's true.
The sure hit of the technique.
Which means he doesn't have to roll to hit you with his shatter anymore. He can just do that. Anyway, Uwe, it's your go.
Yeah. Receding back into the darkness, I'm going to come around. Still bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
See that she's still on the floor. Or not on the floor, but like, grievously wounded. I'm going to seize the opportunity one more time.
Okay. She is still fainted.
Black Flash!
There's no way.
Oh my
No.
god.
Fuck.
Oh
There's
my fuck.
Actually, no way.
Shit. Fuck. I don't know.
Hero points?
I'm out of hero points.
Fuck. I've got 5. Guess I don't really use them for
What
rerolls.
complications do you have?
Complications. I do have a hole in my leg. I also have.
That's not really impeding you at present.
I also have the plague bearer.
Yeah, that's not really going to affect her.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles on that one.
If I extra effort, it's not gonna like pass me out again, is it?
How many
No,
extra
you
efforts?
have one more.
Yeah.
I only have one used up one. I only have half movement.
So, yep, so you're fatigued, so you can do it one more time, that'll put you at exhausted, and then if you use it a third time, then you will become incapacitated.
Okay.
So yeah, you can go for it.
Okay. For all the marbles, every single one.
As you try to black flash her the first time, she turns and she sticks the spear out at you, and you hesitate for a moment, your fist extending and not getting close enough to hit her. But then you duck beneath the spear and you go for the second one, which is going to miss.
I was gonna say, it doesn't count as a reroll, does it?
No, because it's extra effort.
Fuck.
As you try to black flash her again, she sweeps your leg and kicks you away.
Alright, in that case, I'm just gonna move 5 here.
Okie dokie.
Receding back into my darkness.
Darker, get darker.
Okie dokie. Actually, what advantages do I got? Sure. Is there anything I could fucking do?
There's two cripples fighting in a pitch dark room.
It's you have someone that who can insta kill people versus someone that can't die because of immortality.
Yeah.
Both with sure hit techniques that they can't really use against one another because one would defeat the purpose of it, and the other one is just not effective. It's just
This is more of me just using it as a veil. That's it.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be me applicating the technique. It's just me. It's supposed to be me like distracting her, like trying to use every edge I can.
Yep. At which point she goes, "All right, well, it's been fun. I have certain things I'm gonna have to deal with, but I think it's time I gave this a little end." As she is gonna come up to you, Uwe. She is going to drop a spear, and she's going to try and death touch you. Does a 30 get you?
That would.
Alrighty, I'd like for you to make me a dodge save, please.
Gotcha. Oh, that's fucked. Ooh. Nope.
Yep, nope.
Uwe. Her left hand comes up and touches you on the head as the world around you goes black and cold.
Huh?
You are dead. At which point
That's
your embryo immediately spurs to life, and that little bit of hope, that little flame that grasps onto you, keeps you from moving on.
The clock begins ticking.
So, out of the fight, it's just a matter of, can everyone else drag this out long enough for you to make a comeback?
So, I got a question. When I revive, is it like full capacity or?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Fuck.
That being said, okay, you're gonna be fine, irrespective of what she does as of right now. The problem is that she's got a dead body.
What?
Well, how would that work?
Yeet.
She's gonna eat him?
Yeet.
Oh.
Off the
Well, I mean,
building,
she
you
doesn't know he can revive yet.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Right?
So she's going to start to gloat and parade the corpse around.
Yeah.
Oh.
But she has to do that on
McLaughlin.
subsequent turns.
Yeah.
So, I have a
That's
question.
one to look at.
I have a question for Shiki.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we could go blow for blow with 6-second rounds, or so I can get back into it. Do you want to make the next couple rounds a minute each?
Sure.
So that way we're not waiting 30 turns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, we're now in minute time. And things start to take a bit of a turn. As, Shiki, you feel a sudden tremor in, the ground as, it doesn't feel too solid anymore.
Hmm.
For those wondering what's going on,
Yeah.
back downstairs, the kaiju is using its regeneration ability to, regen, and it has sweeped, attempting to, just splat Yuji. And it has hit the skyscraper. And is starting to walk through said skyscraper and knocking out them supports. The building is starting to fall over.
How does Shinigami feel about this?
Oh, she's fine.
Oh, okay.
She's just going, ooh, okay, me likey. As she starts to she picks up the Guybog, and she stabs it into Ue's corpse, and then is going to raise it and just start doing a happy dance. Like dancing from one foot to the other. Take that, fuckboy! At which point she is going to just ride the building down and is going to do some sick, nasty things. Anyway. In the meantime, Fleur narrowly avoids death, being shot in the back of the head, as she decides, to hell with this. As she proceeds to fly up to the fetus, and extending forth cat claws, she proceeds to stab claws into its throat and rip it out. The fetus starts to thank her profusely. And in her horror, she starts to tear into it more and more and more.
Hey, she won!
Oh, not yet. It's not dead properly yet.
Oh.
But her hands are starting to get bloody and she's seeing red as she's just going, die, you stupid fucking mistake.
Well, she's winning, technically.
Yeah.
Not in life.
No, she's
quick question. Sorry. Yeah.
She's winning the physical battle, but she has lost the psychological war.
Mm.
So how hard do I have to punch this guy to break at his domain?
Well, you have to kill him.
Well, I mean,
You could
couldn't
also
I just break through
leave.
the wall of it?
You could also just leave. He doesn't actually.
Wait, yeah, how does that work with people without curse energy?
Your curse energy, you designate it as a rock, an object.
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
Can I just walk?
usually, unless because you made a condition that specifically prevents you from doing that.
Did you do that? I'm gonna
Yes, he
touch the wall.
Any and every curse user can do that. If you make it a condition.
Well, I'm asking, did he?
You don't know. It's a crow monster.
Can I touch the wall?
You
See if
touch-
it passes through?
You don't pass through.
How do we go about breaking out of domains?
Kill the person that made it. Or have them
Only way.
disable it.
Or
So,
make
Keep
your
doing
own
what you've been
domain.
doing.
Fair enough. I'm gonna jump that on him.
Okay. You jump this fool.
landing with my foot on his chest. I'm gonna just fucking start pummeling him.
Okay, okay. Pummel away.
Double.
Gonna
Okay.
increase that.
Well, that's also 3 degrees, so would you like to increase it by another 5?
Yeah, I would.
Oh, joy.
What was that? 30. Hold on. 32. Are we adding another 5 to 32?
So it's gonna be 37.
37.
Yeah.
Okay.
In other words, ow. Ow.
So yeah,
trying-
pummel away.
I'm trying to
As I
remember
start
where I
bashing
put
his
the...
weekend.
There we go. There's the murder curse. Okie dokie, so that's a 37.
No.
That's not
No.
37.
That's not a 37.
37 minus 23. That's 3 degrees. This man is now staggered. As you proceed to get him on the ground and start to just pummel the ever-loving crap out of him. As blood is starting to go left, right, and center, you're seeing red. This guy has to die.
I imagine his face looks like a dropped pie.
A little bit.
Wow.
Anything else you'd like to do, or is that it?
I have one question.
I'm gonna do it again.
Does this
Alright.
count as taking down a minion?
No,
26.
Oh.
these are not minions.
And then
Okay.
I'm gonna
Well,
use the air point to ignore the penalty.
okay. So it's gonna be... Alrighty, that is still 3 degrees, so it's gonna be a DC of 32 he has to beat.
Wow.
Crazy.
And that 20 goes... He tightens up them core muscles, tightens up everything, and he's still conscious. As it is now his turn.
Alright.
As he auto-hits you. I need you to make for me a toughness save. The DC is a 30.
35.
Cool, and now I need you to make me a fort save to avoid the shatter. Alright, that is 1 degree.
Damn.
You are now impaired and vulnerable. As you start to feel the bones in your shoulder break.
Does my does it what's it called? That's the one that reduces my to hit, right?
Impaired is a -2 to -2 to your to hit, but you're also vulnerable, so the DC to hit you has been halved.
It wasn't high to begin with.
Yeah, he auto hits you. Speaking of extra effort, extra effort, doing it again.
Okay.
Toughness. Okay, that is going to be 1 degree of failure, so 1 injury. And now,
Oh no, I've taken my first injury. Whatever will I do?
and now fortitude.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that again. 19.
As he smacks your ribs again this time, and you start to cough up blood as your ribs shatter again.
Fucking bitch.
Yay!
-5, right?
Yep.
Alright. I can't have both of them at the same time, right?
No, it doesn't stack. That being said, you are
Yeah,
also defenseless, so it is a... Well, if you auto hits, that's not really going to matter at this point.
I would have a higher bonus because it's 10, right?
If you're
that's-
defenseless, then it's just 10.
Yeah, that would raise my bonus.
Nope, it
Or my-
wouldn't. Well, if you're at a 5, then whatever's the lower at this point.
Theoretically,
Yeah,
it
in
would
theory.
raise my bonus.
Suffice to say, God doesn't have to hit you at this point.
Yeah.
'Cause you're in a domain. He just auto hits.
Still
Alright.
What's
taking
the
away.
flavor?
This guy's
flavor
not
to it,
having a
though?
good time.
The flavor of this is that over the course of the next minute, the two of you are effectively smashing into each other. With Shiki just
I've
doing
got my-
nothing but...
I've got my foot on his chest, just pummeling him in the face. He's just hitting me with a maul.
Yeah, he's mauling you in the side while you're slamming him in the face, and that's just going on and on and on as blood is splattering all over the place. As for, actually, here's a question. What happens to a domain if the area that the domain was used, that bit of, that shifts?
It stays in the air.
Oh, okay. Oh, no.
For him, maybe.
Put it this way, if this domain ends, Shiki, how do you feel about falling, a good distance?
I'd be fine. I could take it. I'll just
Okay.
wait. I'll just air dodge.
True. So I'll be before you hit the ground.
You don't know the sad thing? You'd probably make the toughness.
It would literally just air dodge. I have a heavenly restriction. I could walk on air if I really wanted to.
In theory.
I'm working on sunshine. Ah.
In the meantime, what's going on with the other two? Fleur is continuing to see red as at this point her more animalistic instincts take control as she proceeds to rip off the fetus's head. And she holds it aloft and she is unleashing an unholy battle cry as the fetus finally is no longer in this world. So, the fetus is now dead, as the spirit from it is Gonski. As for the Yuji, Yuji continues to use the dismantle. At this point, it's more of a game of wearing down that regen.
Yeah.
It can only keep it up for so long before something finally pops. You know, he's just using the Sukuna strat of, okay, I'm fighting Maharaga. Something's gonna give at some point.
He would have memories of that, wouldn't he?
Oh, the while the kaiju is continuously trying to swat at him and just not making much progress. And thus we get back to the top of the round for the second minute. As I believe the Shiki is... Yeah, I believe the Shiki is currently AFK.
Hello?
Maybe they put BRB in the chat, so I'm going to guess they're going to be a little...
Oh, okay. Alright.
In the meantime,
How are you doing, Jack?
Oh, how am I doing?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
That's good, that's good.
I'm just kind of waiting for the drop.
Yeah.
What's about to drop? The base?
Oh, no, the building.
Oh, yeah.
As the building is starting to go into the freefall, and Shinigami's just... She has the guybog stabbed into, impaled right into Uwe, which is impaled into the building. And she's just clinging onto the top of it going, yeah! As she's riding it down like a fucked up roller coaster. And as such, we return back to Shiki vs. Murder.
Oh, hey, I came back at the perfect time then.
Alrighty, Shiki.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
Punching.
Mm-hmm.
Punch, punch. Revolution.
Lots of I'm gonna re-roll that.
Yep.
You need to.
Alright, that's a 20.
Cool, if that hits. 20, so that's going to be... Alright, so that's just a DC 27 it needs to beat.
Re-rolling with luck, by the way, not
Yeah,
hero point.
Alright, that is
Whoa.
that's 2 degrees. As you proceed to pummel that face in even more as it's starting... Well, it's already started to show blood, but now it's getting concave. You're feeling bone break inside. But those eyes of hatred are just locked in on you.
You could end this at any time. Just gotta drop the domain.
As it is going to swing and maul and shatter you. I need you to roll for me a DC 30 toughness.
Ooh.
I wouldn't worry about the fort save. It's about as bad as that one's going to get at this point.
That's fair.
That being said, you did make the toughness.
I take one more injury.
No, you made the...
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I made it?
No. Oh, sorry. My bad. I thought that was a 35. Yeah. You take one more injury.
Oh, yeah.
As the mole comes into you, and you feel more of your bones shatter, but you're still in it. And you're pummeling and pummeling and pummeling.
You're gonna lose this war of attrition. I can do this all day.
Okay, Captain America.
That was what I was going for. She would approve. Shikigami would approve. Or Shinigami, sorry.
Well, no, she hates the Marvel movies, so she would be cursing you out right now.
She hates Captain America? That's crazy.
He's like one of the only good Avengers.
Dude, she hates the Iron Man movies? She really is evil.
Yeah.
So anyway, elsewhere, Fleur is calming down from her battle rage, having killed the cursed fetus.
She should probably stay there.
Yeah, she really needs to. Well, she has to calm down because the cat instincts are starting to come through, and she's going, blood, tasty, and she has to force herself not to eat that.
Remember your friends.
That'd be pretty bad, yeah.
Remember who you're fighting for.
Pretty much
Remember your
that.
friends.
Meanwhile, Yuji at this point decides, okay, enough of this. Domain expansion.
Actually, the domain expansion is like, why do things
As I have given it a name.
Sure.
Oh, well, it's close to our neighborhood.
Wait, what?
Is that your brother?
Huh?
Is that your brother?
What'd you say?
I heard something in the mic.
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking to my little sister. There's people kicking in doors.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
As Yuji uses his domain expansion, simply called Jujutsu Kaisen.
Crazy.
Cinema.
It's a meme, and I have made it reality.
Cinema.
And as such, the kaiju is
Absolute.
not going. The kaiju will not be a problem for the time being. Probably for the rest of this match. Let's be real. And now, that last minute. As Shiki, it's all on you.
Oh, you said it's my turn?
Yep.
Alright. Well, same verse. Second verse, same as the first, 22 to hit, 27
Okie dokie.
DC.
That hits. That is a DC 29.
No, not at all. Not even close.
As, let's calculate how many degrees of failure that is. So let's see, it's a 29 minus a 8. So that's going to be 4, 5, 6. That's 6 injuries.
Is it dead?
As, Shiki, you proceed to pummel and bludgeon off its head.
Yeah?
Right as
He's
its maul
dead.
comes up and hits you. Toughness save, please.
Did you stop doing that? 22.
2 degrees. That is 2 injuries, and you are dazed.
Okay.
As Shiki, in its, you presume it's death
Quick
throes
question,
because
does
the maul
the-
came up and smacked you. But
Yeah?
clearly it's still got some fight in it. So the question I have for you is, do you continue to beat the body? Or do you let it go?
Quick question: do the prayer beads like get rid of exhausted? Or not exhausted, but
it gets rid of injuries. It doesn't get rid of
okay.
that.
Probably yeah, until the domain disappears.
So if I got this right, you're gonna keep pummeling that body
Yeah.
as you keep pummeling the body, and even though this thing looks like it shouldn't even be moving, that mole's still coming at you and it's still hitting you. Give me an insight check.
Stop. I want to stop.
All right, well, you came to that conclusion on your own. You don't really see anything into this other than, weird. You stop.
Huh, weird.
As too does the body.
Even weirder.
And in doing so, the domain ends. And it's at this point, I'd like you to, you make a perception check real quick.
23.
You look around, go, okay, I'm in the sky. Why am I falling?
Huh.
You look down and notice that the building has collapsed over.
How far is the distance?
About 500 feet.
Nah.
Okay, so I don't just hit the ground immediately.
Nope.
Alright, I'm gonna use the prayer beads
That's fair.
while I'm falling.
Cool. You immediately...
How many do I have? Like, 2 or 3, right? Or no, it's 4.
Yeah. So this is going to be your second round of using it. You heal 2 injuries, so knocked off your sheet. You also... You heal from the mall.
Yep.
And now I need you to make me a toughness save as you plummet to the ground.
30.
You're fine.
I air dodge.
Pretty much. But now there's a bit... you note that there's another domain. That's probably where Yuji is. But you're wondering, where is Shinigami?
No, I'm not. That's more of an Ue issue.
Where's Ue?
Oh,
That's also more of an Ue issue.
wow, thanks.
Dude, she's killed me twice already. I'm not going for round 3.
Get rid of an arm just for you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, wow.
You're literally regenerating actively. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As, yeah, about a minute passes, and, Ue, you just kind of... I take it you're just kind of sitting around?
Yeah.
Quick
I mean,
question.
sorry, Shiki. Shiki, are you sitting around?
Quick question. Was the no jumping rule added into the pact or just a honor thing?
You guys did that at the start. You said that until their opponent's been finished, you can't interfere.
Oh, hey, I mean, I am finished. Technically.
Yeah. Unless,
You
of
can
course,
jump whenever you want.
that's true. Unless, of course, she finds someone else.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find Floor.
Roll me a D100.
Find Floor.
Okay, cool. Give me a sec. I just need to, I need to bring all the tokens off to a different map, because this one is currently totaled.
Yeah, it did kind of get destroyed, didn't it?
Yeah. It wasn't even the player's fault this time.
Yeah. Well, technically, we did choose this as the venue.
Yep.
Well, no, they chose this as the venue.
She chose it, not us.
Yep.
He didn't have anything to do with this.
As, the way this is going to work is as such. Shiki, you start searching around for... Okay, yeah, where's Shinigami? Where's Fleur? Where is Ue? You come at a very, very inopportune moment. As, Ue, you come to your immortality kicking in as you are fully healed. Except, I need you to take 1 injury.
Was it the sphere?
As when you wake up, you find yourself, you're sort of not quite standing upright, but
You're up.
you are currently impaled with a spear into the side of a building. And Shinigami is standing there, and her arm's still fucked up. But she looks a little pleased with herself as you start to hear whimpering and crying from behind you.
I look behind me.
You see Fleur impaled with the guyball. The tip of the spear impaled into the building. She effectively skewered both of you like a really messed up kebab.
I get.
Oh, you're up! Wow, that's not meant to happen. Damn, and I was gonna possess you too.
I'm gonna rip the spear out of her. Make it like I'm gonna specifically get.
Can I see him doing that from over here?
Yeah.
Don't.
You might not like what happens next if you do that.
Please, you can't kick this thing.
Oh, but I did. I kicked it a little too hard. I kicked it right through into that wall. So them, those thorns in that spear are gonna be sprouting right in that building. I don't think you're getting that out anytime soon. But, I wouldn't be worried about, well, me or yourself, for instance. I'd be worried about your friend there. As, you're starting to walk your way off the spear, and it is a gruelingly painful experience as you're feeling this thing slide through your insides. So you have an immortality or a regen technique. I don't know how it is you got that, and frankly, I don't care. All I know is that
I'm going to sucker punch her as hard as I possibly can.
As he does that, I'm gonna run past him and stand next to Floor.
Does this also does this bring back my charges of Black Flash question mark?
No. It doesn't do that, but you are back at full, and you should, you have your extra effort to that.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, Shiki, you come over, and Fleur's not looking good. She's leaking a lot of blood. She's coughing it up. She's not doing good.
On the way here, I used another one of the prayer bead charges, so I'm full health as well, by the way.
Alright, cool. So that gives you 2 left.
Then I'm going
If you give it to her, yep, you just toss the beads onto her, and immediately she heals 2 injuries. So she's not bleeding anymore, but she's still got the spear in her.
Then I'm going to pull her off of the spear.
Okie dokie. So if I got this right, you're just, okay, so you're just pulling her off the spear, you're not ripping the spear out.
Yes, I'm pulling her down the shaft of the spear so that the tip does not go through her body.
Okay, I know that wasn't meant to sound suggestive.
Oh wait, fuck, hold on. Shit.
You're the one who made it suggestive.
No. I meant to do something else. Fuck. Order operations. Can I feint?
Yep. Yes. You'll have to attack her next turn, though.
Okay.
Unless you're going to extra effort.
I'll...
She's going to deception. She sees through the feint.
I just go to try and punch her across the face.
Okie dokie. In terms of order operations, so you try to feint her, and she sees through it as she ducks back. Right
that is
as...
the sucker punch, I'd like to imagine.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah.
And then you try to, punch her proper, and that misses. In the meantime, Shiki, you rip Fleur off of the spear.
Let's rip more slowly pull, so I don't send her into shock.
She's already there, dude.
I mean, if she was in shock, she would have passed out.
Okay, well, she wasn't there. She is there now.
Okay, well, I'll heal her again with the beads.
That's going to be the last use.
I mean, it's not gonna help us anyways. I either die or I don't in this fight. Like,
As she's looking at the three of you and goes, well, congrats, the lot of you have slain my friends. Story of my fucking life.
I mean, they really weren't that much of a challenge.
Oh, I mean,
Kind of paid.
Let me tell you something right now.
uh-huh.
Whether or not I fall here, I do not fucking care.
Mm-hmm.
I know this pisses you off more than anything else. The fact that you can do a sloppy job. Couldn't even kill me right.
I mean, he's got it.
I'm gonna run up to her again and try and punch her.
Okie dokie.
Acrobatics, I'm thinking.
Alright. She is going to... Alright, well, she falls for it.
Alright. Extra effort. I'm going to try and land a black flash. Fuck my life, bro. Fuck my life. Fuck my life.
I think you
Got
have one more use of that for the day.
Yeah,
off
one
that.
more left.
As you try to black flash her, and she grabs your wrist and then just like forces it down. She looks you in the face and goes, are we done with this?
I'd like to smash my head into hers.
Okie dokie. Roll unarmed.
What, like cursed Embryo or just like actual unarmed?
Actual unarmed. Because if you use the cursed embryo, then you're using your cursed technique.
Okay. Fucking Christ, everything is shit today. Fuck.
You attempt to head slam her. She meets it head on. As both of you slam into each other, and the only casualty is the brim of your hat, which crumples a little bit.
I'm like gritting my teeth.
I'm trying to wake Floor up while he does this.
She just pushes you away and goes, all right, well, I think I'm done with this.
Yeah.
As she proceeds to turn around, puts her hands in her pockets, raises one hand, and she snaps her fingers. All of you roll perception.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Zombie bonanza.
Oh, sorry, I rolled twice. 33.
Do you have your cursed lenses on?
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, they're in my eyes, unless she took
Oh,
those
fair.
out somehow.
Oh, fair. Both of you sort of note that the cursed energy in the area starts to lessen. As you'll notice that the sky, that faint tint of purple, vanishes.
Can I roll knowledge curses
To
to figure out what's going on?
Yeah, both you can do it.
17.
She undid her domain expansion.
Wait,
What?
this isn't looking good.
You expect me to just give up here? Just stop running, stop going! Take another step forward.
I'm gonna lay Floor to the, like, over here.
Mhm.
So she's away from the battle as much as she could be.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna try to pull the gable out of the wall.
Alrighty, I need you to make me a DC 30 strength check. You try to rip it out, that sucker's stuck in there good.
He kind of gives it like a little tug, expecting it to just come free. It doesn't.
She just starts to walk away, she finds a car, and she just takes a good old sit on the hood.
I'm gonna pull it harder this time.
Okie dokie.
I'm going
Still
Hillary.
Still stuck in there.
Good tug. both hands. I'm gonna luck point.
I just imagine that you currently have both hands on it, your feet are on the wall, and you're just trying to wrench it out, going.
Pretty much, yeah.
Especially him just ripped out the wall.
Jesus, 29.
You'd actually have
one
better.
off.
You'd have better luck actually breaking down the wall than you do ripping this thing out.
Yeah, can I just break it out of the wall?
You can attempt to punch the wall.
Yeah, I'll punch the wall. 17.
Okay. That's going to be a DC 22, and the wall has a that of that. All right. Well, the wall starts to crack. You might want to. Actually, wait. No, that's okay. Yeah, the wall breaks, and you finally whip the spear out, and you worked out. Okay, why couldn't I? Oh, there's a bush on top of the spear because a shit ton of thorns have been sprouting out from the tip.
Shiki goes to reach for them to pull them off, and like, wait, I probably shouldn't touch those.
You might need a knife, kid.
Do I have a knife laying? Is there something sharp laying around?
There's like a stop sign.
Can I try to like cut the vines off with the stop sign?
You can certainly do.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm gonna try and go for another punch.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, I'll rip the stop sign out and use it like a cleaver.
Okie dokie. Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is the last one before I pass the fuck out. 32.
Okay, she's going to use this. She's going to use deception to see through it. She does not. All right, roll ahead.
Try one more time. One more time. One more time.
Well, that hits.
As soon as I see her like walking away, I am sprinting full force. And as soon as she sits down on that car, as soon as she I assume she's just mocking, right? It's like whatever, blah 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 blah, right?
At this point, she's like, okay, I was having a good time, but now I don't care because she's having a bit of deja vu.
And I'm going to leap up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to spike my fist as hard as I can down on her.
Mm-hmm.
As many times as I possibly can.
You spike your fist down. Uwe? Make for me a toughness save, please.
$18.
Cool. One moment, please. That's 2 degrees. As you smash her in the face, and you are blasted back. It looks like your Black Flash did something as the area around her face is starting to smolder and smoke. And then she just turns and she doesn't seem to lean into giving a reaction.
And that was the third.
Yep. So you're currently incapacitated?
Yep.
As you fall over unconscious, she just looks at you and she just sighs and goes, it's Tengen all over again. Fuck my life.
Technically, the fight isn't over till I'm dead.
It is, yeah. The problem is that technically she doesn't die either. So she was kind of banking on the fact no one would have an immortality and she could outlive all you. But now you kind of, but the problem you guys find yourself in is that you have 2 immortals locked in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, so Eternal Battle.
Can I call Tengen on my phone?
Nah, not really. That being said, it looks like she doesn't want to fight at this point, so you could try talking to her.
So I assume Ue's still trying to beat her death.
I'm sprawled out on the ground right now, like
Oh.
heaving.
I'm
Like
gonna
I've
I'm
given
gonna just
everything
like
I've had.
take a seat next to floor.
I have a hole in my butt. I have a hole in my body. I have a hole in my stomach.
Yeah, and you'll be back in 4 minutes. Like you're fine.
Nah, dude, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I'm just passed out.
Yeah, and you'll be back up in 4 minutes.
Okay.
So Shinigami's just sitting there, and she's going, great. She's realized the situation.
As you can tell, under the restrictions, he can't die, and you can't die. So
And-
you can't attack us, essentially.
Nor can you attack me.
Basically, it's checkmate.
Stalemate, actually.
I suppose, if that's how you want to look at it.
Fuck.
Got you, bitch.
She glares down at you. Fine. Fine. Fuck it. Fuck it. You know what? I just don't care anymore.
You see him smiling.
So, what do we do now, eh?
Well, I suppose that's up to you. You could keep fighting Ue for all eternity. Or you could give up. I've got nothing better to do.
Hmm.
But I've done my job. You can't exactly accomplish your goal. And we've accomplished ours, which was stopping you from accomplishing yours.
Sneaky, sneaky.
And without dying, which is a plus. At least, without dying permanently.
Which point she's just gonna step up off of the vehicle. She's gonna look at you away. She looks at you, Shiki. Then looks at Flare.
I'm still smiling.
She goes. She just shrugs. Fuck it. You win. At which point she is going to reach up to her eyes, and you see her hand pass through her own face as she pulls out 2 eyeballs. And her eyes would go from the pale blue to that of that deep, dark, and void of a black. She tosses the eyes at Ue.
My Shikigami gobbles them up. Storing them. Actually, wouldn't the battle be over at this point?
Yeah, the battle is over. It ended because it's the real-life stalemate of fuck. I can't win.
Immovable object versus immovable object.
Yeah.
It's Metapod use harden. Metapod use harden. Metapod use harden.
Yeah. It's
like Metapod use die and then come back.
No, it's use self-destruct, full restore.
You can self-destruct, full
self-destruct.
Self-destruct, revive. Self-destruct, full revive.
I think I'm just gonna go at this point. So, later, you two. 3. Whatever the 4th one is.
Good game.
Words of the wise. Let it be known that with every bit of my being, I hate the three of you. I genuinely hate the three of you.
Call what you want. I had the most fun of my life.
Oh, no, I don't
get
think you
that a
understand.
lot.
The thing is, I actually love that I hate you too. Well, the three of you. To the point of, I'm going to be thinking about the three of you for a very, very long time. Because I know that one ain't gonna be done anytime soon, but you two are. And when you do bite the bucket, I'll be sure to pay the both of you a visit. On that, you can be most assured of.
I don't know. I'll just like pull out the shattered crystals and like wave them around. I don't know. Might find another one of these laying around.
Oh, I wouldn't count on that. But until then, congrats, Shiki, in a way. Fleur. And every day you get to say you tangled with death and walked away from the pale moonlight. At which point, she's going to leave.
We should probably go get the kid.
Oh! Oh, actually, there was one last little tidbit that you might want to sort out. I believe
Oh,
that you're going
fuck, the nukes.
Yeah, we won! Shit, call Tengen! It's like I get up from the ground. Shit, call Tengen!
That what nukes? Wait, does Tengen have a nuke?
No.
The Japanese government was going to nuke the city. Don't you
No, they
remember
weren't.
that?
They were going to missile the city. I was going to do that.
Oh.
But here we are. So, I'll maybe sort that out, or I might watch a movie. I'll watch that the whole day unto itself. I'll get to it when I get to it.
I'm going to call
See
Tengen.
you later, crazy bitch.
Yeah, I'm going to call Tengen. Try to get him to stop the missiles.
Hope you die a horrible death, you monstrous sociopath. Whoops, tautology.
I'm gonna get off the ground, kind of like just dust off the border, the scraps of what's left of my suit at this point.
As your immortality kicks in and you are brought back, you watch as the shadow of death leaves this valley. And the reckoning, for a time, is put on ice.
Fuck.
But both of you get the sense, like this very dreaded sense that what she was about to say wasn't the missiles, and there's something else you haven't thought of that might come back to bite you in the immediate. Not that that matters, because at some point, a certain Wuji shows up, and he just lands here and goes, "Hey guys, what happened?"
I died.
She gave up.
Wait, what?
We won the battle of attrition, my friend.
What?
We won the battle of attrition, my friend.
Wait, curses could just do that?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've made a lifelong enemy.
Huh.
For many years,
you've made an eternal. You've made an eternal enemy.
Until I'm finally gone from this mortal coil, I have made an enemy. And believe me, I intend to kill that enemy.
Oh, I know the feeling.
Fuck?
But in the meantime, we should probably not be here.
What?
Why is that?
Oh.
Well, when I got out, I dealt with the kaiju monster, and it was like super sick as I dealt with it. But a lot of screaming spirits left with it, and then I noticed that the domains ended, so probably all the zombies in the city are now gone. So there's going to be a lot of collateral damage, like the fact that we just toppled a skyscraper.
The fact that you toppled a skyscraper. We didn't do that.
Like I said, well, technically the kaiju did, but
tell that to May-May.
That's the problem. if you, I know you guys getting paid by May May. That's a problem you have to take up with her. As it suddenly dawns on the boat, all of you, that, oh right, what did May May say?
I'm gonna check my
This is gonna
phone.
go into my
Do I have
head, isn't
messages
it?
from
Fuck.
May?
All of you suddenly get a very particular call from her.
I'm gonna hold the phone like away from my face.
I'm gonna-
As you do so, you hear "Mushy mushy." Oh, do you have a on speaker?
I mean, I assume so, yeah. Just not near my face.
Oh, I presume by the fact that you're picking this up that the situation's been handled. I've noticed the domain has gone. Speak up, I can't hear you if you're saying things.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty, well, we will have to discuss payment. As I will have to be docking collateral from it.
That wasn't us.
Doesn't matter.
Different group.
Yeah, that's not what I saw.
Damage is covered by the curse. Sorry. It's not worth arguing. I got an entire to figure this shit out.
In any case, as Mei Mei continues to chew all of you out on the matter, unless there's anything the two of you would like to do, time moves on.
I'd like to talk to my Shikigami.
You want to do it now, or you want to wait till back at JJK, JJ High?
I'd rather wait till we get back.
Yep.
Yeah.
As like majestic angels heading out, returning from a war in hell, you all pass back through the gates of Jujutsu High, wherein both Shoko as well as Ichichi are waiting for you. Ichichi is the first to come up to you and go, "Oh, is it done?"
Well, I mean,
Yeah, she kind of walked away. She gave up.
What
hold on.
what? Shoko comes up.
You know,
You know-
the whole immovable object versus immovable object thing? Yeah, that's kind of what she...
Yeah.
She
Well, any case, embryo. Just gonna-
Yeah.
Oh god, it speaks?
Can you hand me the eyes?
As he regurgitates both of Gojo's eyes.
Thank you. We managed to get these back.
Huh, I see. And what of the rest of the body?
Well, Tengen has the head. From all we know, she only took the eyes.
Out of character, she took the body. She needs everything for it to gain access to the stuff. And I'm gonna be real.
Winner takes all. What the fuck? She's supposed to give us everything, bro.
That is true. Don't worry, the body will be returned at a later time because she has to go get that.
Yeah, chances are she's still bound by that pact, so she has to get the body.
There's
I
no
would
chance she is.
I would imagine so. Oui. Suffice to say, I believe we have victory today.
Yep. So,
This is cause for celebration! She says while still clutching her stomach, which is hurting a bit.
is my stomach hole healed? Or is it still there?
Well, you have the immortality thing, so that would
Get regenerated.
have healed.
Yeah, I imagine probably would have bled out on the street.
Hey,
corner
this time I
fast and-
didn't die. Look
Yeah.
at that.
What,
Oh.
first time?
Good on you.
No, it would have been the third.
Oh,
Second time.
well, good for you. It's like a rite of passage for a sorcerer. Shoko just looks and goes, "No, it's not. I mean, well, it was for me, but you're not
Quite
normal."
literally, isn't it? Yeah, you had like literally cursed God.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting. You had that guy in you, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I had Sukuna,
Yeah.
but we dealt with him.
It's gone now. No need to worry about that
Yeah.
for now.
Hmm.
I'm sure that won't come back
But,
ever. Hopefully.
Yujichi, can you do me a favor?
Yes, of course.
Take these to Tengen. He's gonna hand him the eyes.
Okay.
I gotta talk with. He's gonna gesture towards the embryo.
And handing Ichichi the eyes, Ichichi goes over and informs Tengen of the whole matter. Meanwhile, Shoko just stands there, lights up a cig, and goes, so, congrats, everyone. Go out in the town, have a fun time. You earned it, though you might want to leave Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This ruined board still accepted here. At least.
Yeah. Assuming Mei doesn't get here and say anything about it.
All right. For about at least a week.
Should be.
Okay, that's good.
So, anything the two of you would like to do? Any last scenes you'd like to have before we wrap this up?
No, I think that's pretty much everything.
Ue?
Off camera,
I'm gonna look at the
Lord
embryo.
dragged Shiki for a shopping episode.
Ue, I think there's a certain thing you need to say to your embryo.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
You did great out there. I'm gonna put a hand on it. You go have fun out there, all right?
As the cursed embryo shoots off into town. As that happens, Shoko comes up beside you and she's dragging the cigarette. You made a pact to let your embryo out into the city?
He'll be back in a week. He's not.
What sort of shenaniganry does he usually get up to?
You know, he just like collects trash, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Because Shoko looks and goes, "Why is he heading towards the red light district?"
Huh?
I don't think there's anything there.
This.
Dude, it's the red light district. There's always something there.
Oh.
Suffice to say, he's going to have some fun.
Okay.
This has been the least death-filled season of
Least?
JJK.
Just this once. Everyone lit except for most of the city. Like, goddamn.
Most of the city.
Except for the city, but they don't count.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. Any damage that he could do is not comparable to the damage that's happened today. I'm not worried about him.
And what's he gonna do? Eat somebody?
No. He's just gonna show up. He's just gonna have like one of those like Hawaiian whatchamacallit, like flower necklaces. He's gonna show up with just like an entire photo of him at the strip club.
Yeah. Wait, they don't show up in Wait, they don't show up in
They don't
photography.
show up in cameras.
He's gonna be very disappointed after the
photo of a
fact.
strip club.
It's like he's gonna come back with all these pictures. He's gonna come back with all these pictures and be like, huh, wait, you didn't put yourself in the pictures? Why not?
Suffice to say, what are things that you would all like to do in during the interim, during that week of the fact of, hey, you don't have to deal with cursed spirits?
I need some R&R. I still feel sick to my stomach.
That's fair.
Yeah. Probably just rest and getting dragged around by Floor, considering that was part of the deal
Like
that she fought
Yep.
the child.
Shoko.
Yep. Fleur makes use of the fact of she has a very big, strong guy with her that can 100% in fact carry a lot of stuff to use you as a human mule.
Shoko.
Yeah.
At least I'm
Hey.
not paying for it.
By any chance, would you happen to be able to, you're able to teach that whole reverse curse technique thingy?
Yeah, sure. It's rare for people to learn it, but I can maybe do it.
I want to give it a shot.
In the interim, Yuji... Nope, he says his goodbyes. He only really stopped in to say hi to a few people, and he returns back to his place, where I believe he has a GF he's looking after.
Is it Jennifer Lawrence?
No, I think it was the person that became the Angel Curse in the Culling games. But I'm pretty sure that's it.
Megumi.
I might be wrong.
That's Megumi.
No.
His girlfriend is Megumi.
No. I'm sorry. Are you talking about you're talking about Yuji right now, right?
Yeah, because
That
there was a
girlfriend was
person.
cool.
Yeah, there was like someone that became the Angel Curse, or like the one that used Jacob's ladder.
Yeah, that was, like Megumi is like or at least it was hinted at that Megumi's like with her.
Oh, okay. In that case, it wouldn't be her.
It's
Some
that
other
one chick
person.
that
Yeah.
that one chick.
Yeah,
You know?
that chick. Yeah.
Oh,
The normal one, right?
Yeah, the normal
Normal
one.
one.
Yep. So, he goes over there and like she's asking, "Hey, where have you been?" He goes, "Don't worry, I just had to deal with a bit of light resistance." Suffice to say, the Wuji who could, the Wuji that is Mr. no longer appearing in this film.
the Wuji that's gone. His guest appearance was duly noted today.
Yep. The week passes and you learn and have a bit of R&R for the most part. Before eventually, it's time once again for all of you to set off. And we begin where it all, well, we end where it began.
Was able to get rid of that disease.
Roll for me a fort save. 7 times.
All right, gotcha.
Week worth of fortitudes. Does he just die?
I mean, I haven't used the technique, so it's still
Yeah, that's true.
If he keeps failing, does he die, or does he just like
We're going to find
back
out.
at full fortitude?
Alright. That is a fail.
No.
Nope. Remember, you have hero points.
Oh, do I?
You get a hero.
No.
You get a hero point every day. So roll. I'm gonna say you roll twice per day.
Okay.
And hey, wait. Okay. Yep. Nope. Alrighty. So
I have
day
11
2.
hero
1,
points.
2.
Day 2. Alrighty.
1, 2. 1, 2. All right.
Okay. Yep. Keep her coming.
1, 2.
Okay. Alrighty. Close on that one. Oh wait, no, those are tough to saves.
Actually, wait, hold on. Oh wait, hold on. Fuck, my fault. Shit. All right. Well,
You basically have to roll a critical success.
2. Yeah, I know. There's a 22 right there
Yeah,
for this.
it's not enough. Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see. It's 1, 2, 3. All right, you got 8 more.
What is that? Not nothing.
That's a nope. 6 more.
Come on.
4 more.
Oh, actually, hold on. That's a 23. Doesn't actually. What was it again? 20.
It's a 27.
Uh-huh. That's a 25.
Your immortality kicks in.
Wait, by attacking Fleur, wouldn't she have broken the pact?
No, technically.
Because I was still down. It was just a technicality. Because I was still down. She wasn't fighting anyone.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to say that over the course, as you get into that final day, you're looking a bit withered there, boy. So Tengen sees this and he goes, "Alrighty, I'm just going to." He goes in and gives you a cursed item. It's a one-off. It gives you a +10 to the roll for the fort save.
Oh, nice.
So
also, how's that RCT thing?
Oh yeah, you're learning it. It's not gonna help you with this one, but if you receive any, should we return to JJK and you need to you want to bring Ue back, you will have it.
All right. Okay. So roll twice. I take it.
Yes. Both of them are gonna get +10 to this by default.
Okay. And then I believe if it's below 10 on the next one, it's going to be a +20.
Yes.
Right. That roll. Right.
Yes.
That's a 31.
As at last, right as COVID Super Special Austin Edition is about to claim your life and trigger your immortality, thanks to this one item that Tengen has gifted you, which seems to be some kind of weird jade medallion. At that very last moment, the curse is broken. And now you have a lot of healing to do. Because that is going to heal over time.
Yeah. I'm weak as shit right now, bro. I'm weak.
Yeah.
I'm weak.
Suffice to say, we return once again to the airport. As Fleur is returning back to France. As to what you two are doing, well, it's up to you.
Where's the next job?
That's a good question.
I assume Shiki would have some contacts, because he's been a sorcerer for a while.
Probably there's word that there might be a need for you back in Korea.
To Korea I go.
Hey, Shiki.
Yeah.
It's great meeting you, pal. Great meeting you, pal. He's gonna try and shake your hand.
Shiki will, without crushing Ue's hand, shake his hand.
Seeing this, Fleur's going to come up and she's going to wrap her arms around the both of you. Feels so good to meet the both of you. We should really do this again sometime. Maybe without the death class.
No.
I could go without it for a couple, let's say, years. Maybe decades. Centuries? I can't measure that right now.
Perhaps. But as of right now, the day is saved. And for that, I think that it is in of itself is worth all the time in the world. But before I forget, and she takes out a phone, in case we need to keep in contact, we might have need both of you in France someday.
That'd be nice.
If it pays well.
Oh, of course it does, mon cher.
Oh, I need to go sightseeing now. I can't just let all this go to waste.
Well, you should come to the concert side. It is quite nice this time of year.
Oh, well, maybe I'll give it a look. So.
At this point,
save up all my money and everything.
The airport is rather empty-ish, but still a couple flights going in and out because of, despite COVID restrictions, there are those that have special terms, there's private jets, so on and so forth. As the flight for France,
us.
yeah, as the flight for France is called. Well, that is flight. I bid both of you adieu. Until next time.
Stay safe out there.
Wee wee. Bye bye. As Fleur buggers off. And now it's just you two.
I have my sunglasses. They're still on, but they're tears streaming down the side of his cheeks. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Yeah.
I take it we're still going on the same plane back then? Or,
I mean, are you going to Korea?
I mean, I ain't got nowhere else to be.
Then I guess we are. Well, I guess Ue and Shiki are both going to Korea to look for stuff to do as sorcerers.
They're
And-
buddies.
And as such, a new friendship is forged. And unto a new day you ride, from rising sun to the land across the ocean. And thus it is that this Jujutsu Kaisen is at an end. The world of curses is one full of trouble and turmoil. You never know when one might pop up and ruin your entire day or an entire city's day. But there's one thing for certain: for there's curses, there'll be sorcerers. And no matter what there will be, there'll always be a lobotomy to Kaisen.
Absolute cinema.
Absolute cinema. Absolute peak.
And herein lies the end. For those of you watching, thank you for watching. And we'll catch you next time
Better yet.
on our next game. But until then, I've been the Game Master, and these are my players.
I've been Egg.
I'm Canadian. Or Shiki. Whatever. I don't care.
He's not Canadian.
I'm not.
Well, when next we meet, we'll have a new game and a new world, a new adventure, and new perils to go through. But until that time, this is the end. And just to make it absolutely clear, the last frame, as the camera pans over the city, we find Shinigami sitting alone in a movie theater. And for all her regrets that she didn't kill everyone, she's at least happy in this exact moment, because she saw a trailer for a really cool movie that she now wants to see, and thus the scales are tipped back in balance.
What movie was
So-
that?
What was that? What would that movie be?
John Wick 4.
Ah,
There it is.
there we are.
So,
Fair enough.
until then, this marks the end. And, let's just see. Okay, so, we'll be calling stream here. And yeah. But before we do so, just a short little thing. I know it's late for the two of you.
Oh shit, it
Yep.
is 3 a.m. I didn't
Yeah.
even notice.
Just, short 5-10 minutes, more of your time if that's okay with the two of you.
Oh, of course.
Yep, so that was Jujutsu Kaisen The Reckoning.
Yeah.
How'd you
Sick.
think it went?
That was sick as fuck.
It was awesome. I fucking loved it.
Ah.
That was,
Absolute peak. I'm not even gonna lie. Absolute
I-
peak.
I don't know what else to say, man. It's like, dude, I had a great time, like genuinely.
That was fun.
That was good to hear.
I liked pummeling things to dust.
I like being a little toolbox. I like that I was a toolbox. It was super awesome.
That is excellent to hear. Like, it's always going to be there's always going to be a bit of a transition period whenever you switch systems. Especially for something like Mutants and Masterminds, where the combat isn't as oriented around the slugfests. But
It
made it
felt
work.
like actually like cinematic. Also, I'm gonna be real. I was worried I'd die in the domain as soon as like I like scarred her arm.
Yeah,
I was worried.
So
Yeah,
now
I
that
thought the counter was gonna be that.
now that we've ended, I can sort of go behind the scenes a bit more and actually talk about what's actually going on and why Shinigami was as notoriously hard to off as she was. So,
Well, she's immortal.
yes. It's also to do her immortality
But
ability has a few
That
things
can't
going
go
for it.
away.
Yeah. So she always comes back, but that's more just her being a primordial, like a special grade.
Yeah.
It's one of her like main techniques. That was a passive, and she had conditions on it, which was preventing her from using it. Effectively, when she's not inside of her domain, she is immune to toughness and fortitude effects, to the point wherein if you hit her with it, it reflects back on the user.
But she's got my technique. What the fuck?
Not exactly. Effectively, there's a thing on immunity which allows you to reflect it back at things that you're immune to.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what happened with that black flash at the end there. Since she lowered her domain because she realized, okay, this is never going to end. And then you hit her with the black flash. It hit her, but because of that, it reflected back.
Oh wait, so should I have died there?
You
well,
would've, yeah.
It was 2 degrees, so yeah.
Actually,
well,
yeah,
you would have lived. It's just that you got incapacitated because your third use of whatchamacallit, extra effort.
Yeah, and then I could have just kept going and going and going.
Indeed. Other things to talk about for that final combat. I kind of anticipated that you would like pair off, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know 100% who would pair off with what. I was thinking that, okay, who'd be best fit for what? Because I had every thought that one of you is going to look at the kaiju and go, "I can take that." Because
Yeah, I
it's
was thinking I could take that.
It's
I
like-
was thinking I could take that.
bro. I wanted to see the fucking intro, bro. Like, you know, like the fucking the intro where it's like they're all going down the building and shit. I wanted to see that, bro. It would have been so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then that would have just been hell to run, so I chose the Mauler.
Yeah.
Because for the stat block for that, it had one ability, which was just squish, which isn't even an ability. It's just a big blob of zombies that have merged into one and just goes squish. Yeah. It's a very simple enemy to run. It's just that it's notoriously hard to fight because it's all toughness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm like, okay, all right. Yuji has dismantle. So
Which targets the soul.
Yeah. Now, granted, his version of it, he actually has to touch the target for it to work, which it's a kaiju. It's not going to be hard.
True.
So there's that one. Admittedly, I came up with the cherub very last minute, and I'm like, oh fuck, who are we gonna get Fleur to fight? What would be something really bad that I can throw your way? All right, she was in the maternity ward. She'd probably do something with that. Which I imagine just having a floating, like flying, undead baby that's constantly asking to kill it is it's quite perturbing, to say the least.
A little.
Yeah, at least for Floor.
Yeah. It's the immediate one that everyone looks at and goes, not it.
True. I mean, to be fair, I didn't want to put anyone else against. Like, here's the thing: if she didn't have the instant death thing, right? I would have
fought her.
let. Yeah, I would have let Floor take her or something, or like Shiki take
Yeah.
her. But
Yeah.
it's like,
I mean, what's she gonna do? Kill me? Good luck.
Yes. Well, she did once.
Well, yeah, but she used her instant death bullshit.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
different.
Which really ties into this, like, the philosophy of JJK when it comes to the encounter design. Because when we were doing fucking Rise of the Rune Lords and Pathfinder, because how Pathfinder is, you get to a point wherein it's whoever goes first is going to be the winner. And even then you have all these other abilities, and it's very dictated by just the general flow of how First Ed Pathfinder works. Whereas
it's Munchkinning.
Yeah. Whereas here, because you don't have health bars, instead, it's all saves. It's a lot more. Luck is more of a factor, but because luck is more of a factor,
Any fight could swing either way.
Yeah, and it becomes a bit more narrative. And furthermore, with the enemies, sometimes you just got to deal with the fact of you can't just deal with this in the same way you would do other enemies. Like, going back to Rune Lords with Karzug, dude's a wizard. He's going to fly around and cast spells. Whereas in the case of, you break through his spells, you get to him. Whereas with Shinigami, because she has the instant death touch thing.
You had to break her morale.
You got to think about...
You have to be more careful.
Yeah. Because I can also talk about how that actually works. Specifically, she has to put one hand on your forehead to do it.
Oh,
that's why I always described it as
like if I were to just put a hand on my forehead and she couldn't touch it directly, would it still work or?
No.
It's the curse technique.
Yeah, because part of the curse technique is palm on the hand, and then she has to swipe down to close the eyes.
That's a pretty cool technique.
That's actually pretty sick.
Yeah. As to kind of why I sort of hinted that probably you should go this way for beating her, it's because of the death motif of the versus death. Because when
you can't get rid of it,
because you go to something like death. You can only, it's inevitable, but you can, in every sort of instance of death appearing, there's always some kind of challenge. For instance, in DC Comics, you have the Dark Racer, which is the way you beat that is you have to outrun it, which you have to beat the Flash to do. Whereas in the classical sense, you play a game against death. So there's a classic Polish film where a knight is playing chess against the Grim Reaper. You go to Bill and Ted, they play board games against death. And he's very salty about it.
Does cursed energy ever get stronger is my question.
If we asked to play chess, would not me and you specifically, but would the player and the DM just play a game of actual chess?
Yes.
Honestly, that'd be awesome.
That would be funny. I have done it before in a game of Scion, which is a game where everyone plays a child of all the pantheons are real. So Greek mythology, Norse mythology, all those are real. I had a daughter of Sun Wukong played checkers against the Russian god Chernobog. I set up an actual checkerboard. We played it legit. They won.
Wow.
And
I consider myself decent at chess.
Yeah, but if it came to that, I would have gone to the Roll20. I would have set up pieces, and we would have played a legit game of chess.
Wow.
Sick.
Honestly incredible.
Honestly sick.
I am what the kids call I am what the kids call a unconventional GM.
I'm gonna be real. I prefer that over everything else.
Yeah. No.
It was an option. I did kind of hint that you can challenge her to something. It's just in this case, given that everyone's more fight oriented and it's just JJK, we decided to make this into a WrestleMania.
I want to go bowling. I haven't done that in a while.
You could have legit challenged her to a game of bowling.
It's like
what would that have been? Wii Sports? We play Wii Sports together.
You could have done that as well.
Or just like actually roll for bowling.
Or actually, no. Like the three of us pick the worst movie known to man, and the first person to complain about it like loses.
That would have been such a good one.
Oh, that would have worked.
Such a good one.
That would have worked too.
I imagine bowling would be. I just fucking grab a ball and throw it like a baseball. And then I win because I can't get anything that isn't a strike because my ball goes through the fucking.
Well, the game has to actually work for one. On the screen.
I'd have to work out mechanics for that one because if we did bowling, then I'd probably find a way to. I'd see if anyone else has done like bowling in their games and go, okay, what are your mechanics?
Mechanics.
What are your mechanics?
What are your stats, DM?
What are your stats? Tell me.
I don't have any.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
it's just like the standard player reasoning. I don't want to do this.
True. While I still got you, do you have any questions, any queries that you were curious about?
We watched the worst movies that we could possibly muster up. We watched the worst movies that we could possibly muster up. The first person to complain loses.
He's like foaming at the mouth, just like twitching violently. Both of us are chilling.
I just want to see that happen. It's like I imagine like both of us are just laughing at it. It's like, yeah.
Not even watching the movie. We're just watching her.
Yeah, we're watching it's just like, yeah. Wait, hold on. I got a gift for it. I got a gift for it and everything. Hold on.
Yes. Absolute peak.
Oh yeah, did we decide what we were gonna do next?
I don't think. I think it's gonna be Star Wars or it's gonna be something else. So what?
It's either if we're going off the poll, it's Death Watch, but if we're just going off of what we want to do, it's Star Wars, I think.
Yeah. So Star Wars, Death Watch, or we might do Gundam. We'll work it out on the ground. Suffice it to say, this is probably where I am going to finally shut stream off. And
also, I put it in the chat.
God damn it. So, yep. For those who are watching, thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all next time.
Yeah, buddy.